If you would look back to 2020, you'd believe it to be a story of polarization. But in reality, it is a story of radical collaboration. Hello, I'm Merlee Jayme, the Global President of Dentsu. And here am I today to share with you the brave new normal. 5 key trends for creativity and experience for 2021 and beyond. Now, as we've witnessed, 2020 has brought digital adoption to speed like no other. We downloaded all these apps, we've streamed endlessly, we got hooked on online shopping, and consumed all kinds of content out there. But we demanded for more creativity and great experience like no other. So being locked down, we were forced to open up to new possibilities. As our physical worlds became anxious and constrained, all the more virtual experiences were coming out, were charged with more emotions. As we were able to touch less, we found ways to feel more. But more than anything, we learned that it's difficult to predict what the future holds. So, are we really destined for a future of avatars roaming the virtual landscapes? Or are we here to take on digital makeup and possibly collect digital sneakers? Or are we yearning for homespun and handmade and embrace the cottage core trends and the circular economy? So the most likely and interesting answer to that? Both. Just take China's rural communities and remote farms selling their produce over live stream and validating it over blockchain. Amazing. Fresh creative voices are funded using cryptocurrency. Our team in India has brought that human practice of haggling, mind you, I'm good at that, into convenience and e-commerce when they created Hagglebot, a world's first chatbot enabling users to negotiate prices.
Dialogue flow's natural language processing ability, Hagglebot was able to understand the more nuanced things people said in order to construct more contextual and conversational responses.
2,700 and nothing more.
That price is HD. Hardly doable.
I'll pay half that price.
That's so low I can't even reach it.
Our brave new normal will explore 5 themes that will coexist, combine and recombine, to mold the future of creativity and technology. So I guess by resisting binary thinking and bringing together opposites like the old and the new, humanity and technology, real emotions and virtual experiences, artificial intelligence and artisan expertise, if you bring those all together, then extraordinary things will start to happen. Now let's go and tackle the first theme, the virtual experience economy. Accelerated by the pandemic and enabled by 5G, we started seeing a dramatic increase on virtual products and experiences. And with this, we saw 3 trends coming up. The first one is better than real. Virtual events will now be better than live, using data and technology, and all these kinds of possibilities will be increased. Especially in experience design. And these are incredible ways, leap forwards for virtual experiences. We will start redefining what a concert, a conference, an event, a game, or even a class can be when unconstrained by physical space. So necessity, imagination, and the power of 5G can now offer an emotional exhilaration and authenticity. It's better than real. Travis Scott played a concert in Facebook which offered a level of imagination and participation unimaginable in the physical space. We also see a trend towards users repurposing environments such as a Discord or Twitch, now being used for chats, for meetings, for even classes, right? So as a Discord founder, CEO Jason Citron says, it's clear that as people spend more and more time online, they want online spaces where they can find real humanity and belonging. Game design is also influencing real-world sporting events with multiple camera angles, with this tap to cheer features, and you have virtual fans. Our work from Very Star in Isobar saw the huge market potential for virtual idols to connect with young people in China. The team created Kira with a unique brand spirit and personality as a new potential platform for brands to communicate and interact with audiences. They are not only mascots, there are super flexible virtual symbols that can capture a brand spirit for any type of audience. The second trend is virtual commerce. This is the acceleration of virtual products and services. As more users now are in the virtual environments, brands have responded very quickly to come up with virtual products. And the first one on the scene is the fashion industry. They've seized this virtual commerce trend pretty quickly because they really know that the users have just stayed home and they don't have anywhere to go to show off their style in the real world. Gucci recreated virtual collections with virtual tennis players and launched Sneaker Garage, a platform enabling users to design their own virtual sneakers. The third trend is unreality bites. And this is the creation of avatars and environments that you can't tell from the real thing anymore. Would you believe that there is a rise of synthetic people and environments? Gosh, right? Let's look at New York Times quote on this. There are now businesses that sell fake people. On the website generated.photos, you can buy a unique worry-free fake person for $2.99. Or 1,000 people for $1,000. Whew, this just came from the New York Times last November 2020. So how can brands build trust in this increasingly virtual world? Can virtual service really deliver on emotional authenticity? So this segues to our second theme, the real we. Here there is this powerful desire for simplicity and authenticity. We have frontliners, we have farmers, we have activists as our new heroes, right? There is a new commercial model that is emerging that is deeply rooted into building relationships or direct relationships between the creator and the communities they serve. Here we would have three sub-trends again. The first one is the creator economy. Here, the rise of independent creators and fan communities are now powered by new platforms and monetization models. So in 2020, we saw businesses co-create products in partnership with their fans, reducing waste and ensuring an engaged audience through initiatives such as Reebok's First Pitch, a platform where trainers will only be produced when 500 pairs have been bought by the community. Now, the second sub-trend is the rise of real news. In a time of global crisis, more and more magazines and social platforms alike have discovered the power of authentic voices. British Vogue celebrated frontline workers as on its July covers. For its all-important September issue, it highlighted activists from Marcus Rashford to Adwoa Aboa. Direct to community. Here we saw retailers localizing their inventory to serve better their local communities. So like Muji's Kamogawa stores, they started selling fresh produce from local farms. The third theme is human contactless. As contactless technologies make stores less human, online commerce will have to be more social, personal, powered by live streaming platforms. The fear of contagion has led to a dramatic increase in contactless technologies and social commerce. But the true challenge for this is the more you come up with less interaction, how can you develop more services that will keep you delightful and charming to your customers? So businesses developed online consulting, you have personalization tools, leveraging on technologies such as AI, augmented reality, and automation to provide a more personalized kind of service. The fitness brand Lululemon acquired Mirror, an AI-enabled virtual startup for $500 million. The Excerpt platform uses AI to track and correct the user stance during remote workout sessions. The fourth theme is me, myself, and AI. Amidst the pandemic, personal health data became public property. And in a future where Alexa can diagnose a cold, cars can detect whether the drivers are, distracted, and our bank accounts can actually track our carbon footprint, there will be an ongoing tension between privacy, personal well-being, and public interest. In the future, you will answer the question, Apple's most important contribution to mankind has been in health. This was by Tim Cook. The quantified self megatrend leapt forward in 2020. Voice platforms such as Vocalist can diagnose everything from a heart disease to blood pressure. Amazon and Alexa are both aggressively going after the healthcare space. You have emotional intelligence, that made meditation at scale very big as well. You have mood tracking technologies that are now getting into apps. Mood and relaxation apps have increasingly been downloaded dramatically during lockdown. So this just points something into this direction of, by now, we should be understanding that the emotional well-being of people is of utmost importance. The Affectiva platform uses image and natural language recognition to monitor emotional states, diagnosing, for example, stressed and distracted drivers. For footprint recognition, our team in Japan partnered with artisan tuna experts to create an AI program called TunaScope to assess within minutes the freshness of a fish. This is a skill previously only acquired after 10 years of study.
Japan's skillful inspection has become available everywhere. The project has been adopted as a subsidiary business by the Fisheries Agency of Japan. Quality certified tuna by AI has begun its distribution worldwide. This AI would shift the industry's emphasis from quantity to quality and has the potential to protect the ocean's precious resources. TunaScope.
So what does this mean for a brand? That every single brand is a wellness brand and a data owner. Now let's go to the fifth theme. This is not exactly a trend, but a growing movement. This is the urgency of allyship. Now, alongside individual well-being, as social inequalities widened, Black Lives Matter movement gained momentum, we see now an urgency among brands to be a force for social good. And going forward, we will see these brands join us as allies as they drive forward into a structural and systemic change. Now, from advocacy to action. The Black Lives Matter prompted brands to do hard work of genuine allyship versus hashtag activism. More than ever, consumers were demanding brands to walk the talk. Today, we also design for diversity. In 2020, we saw a lot of brands using design and technology as a force for inclusion. Gillette's partnered with digital designer Nicole Kadihi to create new skin-inclusive avatar designs for Animal Crossing players. Our work for Crayola came up with 24 colors to represent all skin tone colors. And the rise of re-commerce. With the fashion industry under scrutiny, more of these brands have turned to re-commerce to provide their products a second life. H&M's Loop platform transforms old knitwear into new, using in-store machines in a matter of hours. Levi's second-hand platform encourages users to shop pre-loved denim, even better than next time around. Our very own ChefBot. We created a first-of-its-kind AI-powered Twitter recipe tool that uses visual recognition to identify the groceries already found in your fridge and pair them with a recipe to create fresh, home-cooked meals.
Cook one of the recipes ChefBot sends you. Tweet up to 3 ingredients at Kroger ChefBot and get cooking.
To end, as we move forward, it is important to note that only when we bring together a truly diverse team and talents that we can position ourselves to thrive. And it is only when we resist polarization and we bring together all this craft and code, game designers, diversity champions, virtual reality, and emotional impact, that we can truly create a brave and brilliant future.